So, what can I tell you about today's recipe? It's everybody's favorite biryani, and not just any biryani, it's my mother's recipe of biryani, so you know it's going to be very special. Okay, guys, before we get into it, you need to go back and watch the previous video, which this one is based upon. The previous video we made was of an authentic, generations passed down family recipe of biryani masala. I'm gonna link it on top, so please be sure to check that out, and let's dive into the main event, that's the biryani. Now, the first thing you need to know is that everything we're making today is for 1 kg rice. That is the ingredients that you're gonna need for a 1 kg rice biryani. The first thing we're gonna do, guys, as you can see, we're gonna heat up some oil. We have cut medium-sized potatoes into 4 portions, and we're going to deep fry them until they're nice and soft. And here you can see mom draining it out. And we need this oil because we're going to also deep fry our onions to make them golden brown, which gives the biryani that biryani feeling. And while that's happening, let me also tell you that please be sure, if you like the video, go and subscribe to my mother's channel and also hit the bell icon, guys. Okay, here you can see the onions are they've just been put into the hot oil, and this is all happening on high heat. And here you can see they're golden brown. We're gonna fry them for a little bit longer. This same recipe with the same masala that we've made can be used for chicken biryani, mutton biryani, which is the world's favorite, and fish biryani as well, guys. So be sure to try all those out with the same recipe. We've drained the onions out, and we're gonna lay them out on a nice big plate. There we go. Now, one really important thing about biryani masala is something called birista, which we call birista, but that is the deep fried onions, the golden brown deep fried onions that are blended and made into a paste form. Now, that is going to be added later in the masala. This is the main part. For parboiling the rice, these are the ingredients. You can just pause the video and note everything down, or at least look at everything so you know what goes into it. So we're making a dum biryani. We don't want to cook the rice completely at first, so we're going to parboil the rice until it has a little bit of a bite to it. Here you can see the water is already on high heat with mint leaves, and we've added in the rest of the whole spices. The list was in the previous slide. You can go back and look at all of what goes into this. We've put some salt in, and this is going to give the rice that beautiful aroma, that lovely freshness, aromatic taste that you need in biryani. You cover it up and you let it sit for 5 minutes on high heat so that the water has the flavors of the spices. And then it looks yellow. Wow. Now we're gonna add the rice. We washed the rice. We generally wash rice 3 times. So this is long grain basmati rice. And we're gonna add the rice in 1 kilo. And the water that we are using is about 3 to 4 liters. And you're going to cover it up and let it go for 10 minutes. The rice should be 1 stage before fully cooked. Like I said, you hold it in your finger, a kernel of rice, and it should not mush down. It should have a little bit of a bite. Once it's done in 10 minutes, you're going to remove it. You're going to drain it out and add some ghee. And you can set it aside. So this we're going to add back to the chicken later. Now we're going to go on to some saffron, which is going to be heated in milk. This is going to give the rice some beautiful color. This is the main event, guys. For the chicken, we're making chicken biryani, so these are the ingredients you're gonna need. So make sure to pause this video, note everything down, read everything properly. There's a lot that goes into it. The masala is insane. My mouth is watering. Okay, so as you can see, we've started adding ginger garlic paste. Those are the deep fried onions that we made into a thick pasty sort of looking thing. We've added chilies. We're adding, okay, the dahi, as you can see, we're gonna blend first. This is lemon juice, so 1 whole lime. That's red chili powder. I think that's chaat masala. There's a list, guys. Please look at that. Okay, these are apricots, and generally you can also use plums instead of apricots. We use the apricots. My mother's very good at multitasking, so she's nicely chopping away her tomatoes on the side. We've added some tandoori masala as well. Tandoori chicken masala, guys, you can get it anywhere. Mix it up real nice. Make sure to do this with your hand because you want the masala to get into the chicken. And there's 1 bowl of coriander and 1 bowl of mint with some salt mixed into the chicken again. Now we add the tomatoes. You don't need to do a fine chop. You can just chop them slightly, put them in. They're anyway going to get reduced down while cooking. Here is the vessel we're using, the big pot that we're using to cook everything together for the dum biryani. We've added the dahi into this. This is the part where you also pay some attention, guys. These are the potatoes we've added earlier. Now, the oil that you fried the onions in previously, save some of that oil, about 1.5 cups, and you're going to heat that up to a very high boil, and you're going to add that at this point. As you can see, it's being added in. Cover it up, not overheat, just cover it up so the chicken gets aromatic. The hot oil also starts the cooking process for the chicken. Now, as you can see, we've added in the rice that is almost cooked, not fully cooked. Okay, there's another important part coming up here. First, we're going to add another 2 spoonfuls of the same oil that we added some time back to the chicken. Here, we have saved 1 glass of the rice when we were draining the rice off after getting parboiled. Save 1 glass of that liquid, and you're going to add that exact liquid at this point. Here is the saffron milk and a garnish on top to make the biryani look like a biryani, and some ghee, guys. So this is mainly it. There's nothing else that goes into it. I know we put a billion things in it, but this is gonna be amazing when you open it and all the steam comes out. The grand reveal. So cover it up really well. Generally you can also make some atta, make some dough, and cover the lid with that, so when the dough gets cooked, your dish is ready. But you know, these are modern days, we want to do easier stuff because it's just 3 people at home. So we've put some foil paper, we've covered it up, put some weight on it. We're gonna let that go for some time. Now we're also side by side making some raita. We call it kachumbar because it's not really with bundi. It's gonna be with onions and coriander and some chili. It's vanished for a second, don't worry, it'll come back. There we go. So that's the onions. You put the dahi, which you put into a blender, and the dahi had some sugar, some chaat masala, and some salt. Now everybody get ready for the grand reveal. Wow.